Good day. Good day, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and it is wonderful to be with you all today. Today's show is pre recorded, also. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And the reason why is because I'm going to the cemetery this morning. So, yesterday was the funeral service for Darwin. It was a beautiful service in Harlem at Abyssinia. Beautiful service. And today we're going to the cemetery. So, I wanted to pop on real quick. This is going to be a sip of a sip. Stay with me though, y'all. Stay with me. Put your comments in. I really appreciate the feedback I've been getting about this series this week. It seems to resonate with some of you. And new information too, right? Yes, yes. So welcome everyone. Welcome to Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa. SIP stands for Spirit in Practice. Spirit in Practice, where we get to practice, right? We get to practice because progress is in the practice, and practice makes progress. Yes? Oh, yes, it does. So I am a ordained interfaith minister, religious science practitioner, spiritual life coach, and the spiritual director at Rockland CSL in New York. And all of that is my ministry of joy, where I support people in living life in joy, connected to their yes. So if you need support, this is my ministry of joy. This is what I do. I work with people, I coach people, I support people in getting connected or reconnected or rediscovering or remembering their yes, their yes. So you could send me a DM and we could set up some time to talk. All right. All right. So we are in our default mode network series this week, and it is just so interesting to me. So yesterday I showed a really quick video to give you more information about the regions of the brain that is interacting to create this network. So I hope you found that interesting. And so today I wanted to talk about another aspect that gets triggered with the default mode network. So, just to remind you, the default mode network is a network of interacting brain regions that is active when we are not focused on the outside world. So, it's also known as your resting state consciousness or your wakeful rest, right? Wakeful rest, resting state consciousness. And the example that I've been using this week is it's like when you're driving and then all of a sudden you arrive at your destination and you have no recall of going from point A to point B. You're just there because your mind done wandered off, right? You're daydreaming, your mind is somewhere else. You're just on autopilot going, right? So I'm pretty sure all of us have had that experience, or you're just walking and all of a sudden you're there and you're like, how did I even get here? Right? Because your mind has wandered off. You're not focused. It's just on autopilot. And so those regions of the brain are active, right? There's a lot of activity going on in the network when you just wander off. And so the other day I shared like 3 areas that the default mode network is usually associated with, right? It could be positive, constructive. When you wander off, it's usually wandering thoughts that are positive, right? Or guilty, dysphoric, daydreaming about painful thoughts, right? Or guilt or shame, right? That's the tendency when you wander off. And then poor attention control. And that's when you just don't have the ability to focus, right? Your thinking is just all over the place. So that network, that region is highly activated. So another thing that could get activated in the default mode network is a tendency to worry, to wander and worry, right? So You're not focused, right? You're daydreaming, your mind is wandering, and usually it's wandering in worry. Anyone relate to that? Wandering in worry, right? And so they've done a lot of research around this, and they're doing even more research around this when it comes to mental health challenges that people are facing. So they're doing a lot of research around this region of the brain as it connects to experiences of depression, even schizophrenia, even schizophrenia. So they really, really are curious about how those illnesses reflect or are connected to the activity of those regions of the brain and their connectivity to each other. Because remember, it's not about the percentage of the brain that you're using, it's about the connectivity, the quality of the connectivity. And so research has found that there's more connectivity in the brains of lonely people in this region, people who have experienced depression and other mental health challenges. And so, if that's the case, right, if you have a tendency to wander into worry, do you just stay there? Like, is it hopeless? No, it's not. Because I got to share the good news, right? Got to share the good news. There are techniques that we can do to calm the default mode network. So I want to share a little bit with you from Psychology Today. So this is what they say. What is the default mode network's role in loneliness? So many of us experience loneliness, and oftentimes what accompanies loneliness? Worry, right? So this is what they say. The default mode network is more connected in the brains of lonely people. There is more activity in the default mode network in the brains of lonely people. These people spend a lot of time thinking about what happened in the past and what will happen in the future, and with feelings of worry, anxiety, and dread. So there are techniques that we can use to calm this region down, right? And what do you think the number one technique is? Meditation. Meditation. So they say relaxation techniques like mindfulness, like transcendental meditation, and even deep breathing can quiet the default mode network. A study that appeared in the Journal of Cognitive, Affective, and Behavioral Neuroscience showed that meditation is associated with reduced activity in the default mode network. Also, any experience that sparks awe, like they give some examples, hiking to a mountaintop, or watching the moon rise, or swimming in the ocean, can take you out of your mind. Your focus is not on everyday worries, but more on the big picture. We are insignificant in the grand scheme of things, and we do not stew in our troubles, right? Think about watching the sunset or the sunrise, right? You're not in worry mode. You're in awe, right? You're like just in wonderment and not in worry. So these are things that we can practice, right? That we could practice to calm that default mode network down and increase, if we're going to be active there, increase the positive, right? To increase, to wander into the positive, the optimism, to wander into your quality. Yes? All right, y'all. So that's what I have for you all today. I just have one joy news that I want to share today because I have to hit the road. And that is tonight, I will be doing a Power of 8 healing circle for my friend Lori. She's also a congregant at Rockland CSL. You don't need to know anything about how to do a healing circle. I will walk you through the whole process. If you are interested, DM me and I will send you the link. Okay? It is tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Zoom. So if you are interested in just sending some healing energy to someone, you don't have to know them. That's the wonderful thing, too. You don't have to know them. It's just having a consciousness of healing. That's all that's required. So DM me. I'll send you the link. It happens tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Second thing, okay, I said I had one thing. I got two more things real quick. Sekou has reached his goal. I am so excited about that. He is in the overflow. I think I shared this yesterday, but it's worth sharing again in case you missed it. So he has reached his goal of $3,650 for the nonprofit Back on My Feet. That is his entry into the New York City Marathon. So I am so excited for Sekou and being in the overflow. So thank you all who gave and who gave again and again. So appreciate you. And then lastly, tomorrow there will be no sip. No sip tomorrow. I am traveling and I just can't get it together, y'all. I just can't. So no sip tomorrow. Everyone have a wonderful weekend. You'll see me for Living Life in Joy on Sunday. And Rockland at 11:30. You'll know all the things. And I'll see you back here live on Monday. So thank you all for being here. Thank you all for the comments. Thank you all for the love. Thank you all for the condolences. I really appreciate it. And I love you. I love you. So peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and justice. We are living life in joy. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Connected to our yes.